Nancy Greer, 5225 Grandview Square, Unit 216. You know why I'm here. I have brought a copy of the email on Eden Avenue crosswalk safety that I sent the council members on 7/24. I assume that it ended up in your spam filter because I never received a reply, although I did get one from Representative Joachim. You will see in that email, we have been in contact with Traffic Safety Coordinator for 2 years about the crosswalk safety. I hope that you will put an advanced traffic flasher on Eden Avenue as you have done in Valley View Road. Another concern is on Vernon Avenue as you approach the business district, the speed limit sign changing it from 40 miles an hour to 30 miles per hour is not visible because of tree leaves. This also applies to the 25 mile per hour sign as you turn onto Eden Avenue. People need to be able to see the speed limit changes. Approaching Vernon Avenue from Acadia, I have not been able to find one speed limit sign at all. If you spend any time around the Grandview Business District, you know that not only are senior citizens patronizing the library and Jerry's as well as other businesses, so are the children who go to Our Lady of Grace and Edina High School. I would think in light of recent events, all safety concerns would be front and center for this council. Would you please make Grandview area safe for everyone? And if you don't want to see me again, fix the problem. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Greer.
Please read this.
Yeah, I think that we probably all have read it, and our apologies, my apologies if I didn't respond to you. I think we tend to send those.
Nobody responded except for her.
Yeah, we tend to send them on to the staff right away for them to look at because these all involve things that need to be done that you've mentioned here. So we appreciate that input.
Yes.
Okay.
2 years is a long time to wait. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Ms. Greer, wait a minute.
We have an update on this item tonight.
Yeah, if you'd like, we can give it now. So we
Yeah, you
ordered.
might as well do that before you leave.
Okay.
The equipment was ordered in June.
That should have been done 2 years ago, though.
Hold on.
I'm very angry about this. Okay, so it's been ordered in June, you got it now?
And you can't make it up. Everything got delivered except for the flashing beacon that's needed for that thing. So we are reaching out to the vendor. They're in Milwaukee, and we may send a staff member over there just to pick it up because their next delivery date is the end of September. And we think that's too long. So literally, we could have had it installed last Friday. Our electricians were ready to install it. So
It should have been here a long time ago, and you know that because of dealing with Nick Baller and way back in September of 2023. Please cut the trees so people can see that. I had to look really hard for the one on Eden Avenue.
No,
So
I
city
think that,
staff can look at the Eden Avenue one. The ones on Vernon is county staff, and we'll connect with them and make sure they're cleared of invisible.
All right,
Thank you.
Nobody gets hit there. I'll be back if nothing is done.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Good evening. My name is Alexander Melton. I live at 5617 Wycliffe Road, Edina. Thank you for the opportunity to present an issue before City Council. Spring of this year, the city electrical supervisor made my neighbors and I aware of the city's intention to work with Excel to place a transformer in the easement to the west of our residence. We were told by the city and Excel that the transformer was necessary to provide appropriate three-phase power as a dedicated power source for the city's Hawks Lake lift station, which provides water level control for the community adjoining Hawks Lake and the 9 Mile Creek watershed. We are broadly supportive of this sort of critical infrastructure investment as it benefits the community and the environment. It appears the City of Edina requested power feed enhancement from Excel. Excel complied with the city's request with the installation of a large transformer of a size that wasn't communicated to the neighbors. It seems possible that the city should have had some knowledge of the size of the transformer, but regrettably did not communicate the relevant details during coordination with the neighborhood. Information on the height, width, and depth of the transformer was never made available during present pre-installation coordination. Information on the dimensions of the transformer pad was made available by the city electrical supervisor, and a sketch of the location of the transformer relative to the easement was provided during coordination. Because the pad is at ground level, it is effectively a minor visual consideration compared to the dimensions of the transformer that sits atop the pad. With fill and grading that followed the power feed excavation, the transformer has effectively raised significantly above the grade of the original power feed hole. The transformer size is significantly larger than anything we've seen placed directly in front of residences. We reached out to Excel to ask about comparable installations elsewhere in the city, and the installations that were provided, none of them were in front of a residence. So with that, we have a picture of the transformer here. That's just me pointing at it. This is looking out our front door. That's kind of the vantage point. Next, please. This is looking down Wycliffe Road. North, you see a residence north of us in an adjoining development, and you can see the elevation of the transformer. Next, please. This is looking at our house. Our house is in the background, and it gives you a little bit of a feel for the sheer size of the transformer.
Is that your front door there, Mr. Milton?
It is.
Okay, thank you for that.
Previous picture. This picture is looking out our dining room window. Oh, okay. Yes, this is our dining room window. Sorry for that. We're seeking the city's assistance in design and implementing appropriate grading to lower the visual perceived height of the transformer and landscaping to address visual impact of the placement of the transformer directly in front of a residence in an area commonly utilized by the neighborhood. Thank you for your attention and the opportunity to bring forth this issue.
Yes, thanks, Mr. Milton. Thanks for coming and expressing that concern. Anyone else?
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Good evening, Mayor, Council members. My name is Ralph Sickert. I live at 4311 Cornelia Circle. Truth matters.
Mr. Zickert, we're not suing anything on your.
Correct. What I told her is that I'm going to remove this.
Oh, okay, all right.
About
Okay, I thought
3/4
maybe you
of the way
wanted it visual now, but you don't. You've got timing. You've got a timing issue.
Correct.
Okay,
I
thank you.
don't, but somebody else does.
Okay.
Let's start over. Mayor, council members, my name is Ralph Sickert. I live at 4311 Cornelia Circle. Truth matters. I like that statement. Truth does matter, and I believe it appropriate for residents to speak up when the council or staff go astray. Some contend there is no financial sleight of hand when it comes to Edina's finances. Yet in June, council approved terminating 6 employees in the transfer of $1 million onto Hennepin County tax levy. In July, council approved adding an incremental $1.2 million to residents' gas and electric bills. And as of tonight, the council has been silent regarding the $4 million for equipment and maintenance deferred from the 2026-2027 general levies, and the acknowledged purpose of these actions is all about the optics, not reduce the actual tax burden on residents. Yet, what it does allow is for the city to claim a 9% levy increase rather than the previously projected 17%. If this isn't sleight of hand, I don't know what is. Truth matters. Some contend Edina's AAA bond rating is a reflection of an extremely well-run city. Per Google, bond ratings are a measure of credit worthiness, i.e. how likely it is that a bond will be repaid in full. Edina's AAA rating reflects the extremely low risk of default It is not a measure of how well Edina is run. Edina's incredibly large tax base in relationship to its current debt is what garnishes the AAA bond rating. Edina could borrow and spend money like a drunken sailor and still have a great bond rating, as long as the credit agencies were confident Edina had the ability to repay all its debts. Truth matters. Case in point, Edina is spending money like a drunken sailor. Edina is on track to spend $30 million for a pedestrian tunnel under France, $21 million for a parking ramp to serve yet an unbuilt commercial building at the U.S. Bank site, and an additional $10 million for future aquatic center amenities over and above the recent emergency approval of the $9 million tax abatement bond. Meanwhile, Edina has identified over $70 million of unfunded deferred projects, an amount that has doubled in 3 years. For all these reasons, Edina is not fiscally well run. Staff presentations are littered with spurious slides, unlike this one, that would have you believe Edina as one of the lowest tax burdens in the metro and is therefore well run. Yet compared against median home values, Edina is the highest tax burden. Truth matters. Open your eyes, Council. Look in the mirror. Some of us can see you have no clothes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Zickert. Anyone else in the audience wish to address the council on a matter of concern to them? All right, let's check online. Do we have anybody online that wishes to address the council in public comment?
We do not have any callers.
Okay, very good. Turning to our city manager, our process is that these comments like you've heard tonight, we'll try to address them from a staff level online by the end of the week. And then we also follow up at the subsequent city council meeting to let folks know on a broader basis what the responses were to issues that were raised at a prior meeting. And I'm going to turn now to Manager Neal to see if there's anything he needs to report out on from our prior city council meeting.
Thank you, Your Honor. At the previous city council meeting, we had one comment, and that came from Ms. Greer. And